Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is episode 36 of my podcast, Brain Dribble, where I'm recording the intro in the future compared to when I recorded the episode, because sometimes I just start talking, don't expect it to be 40 minutes, but then it just is. So then I have to go back and record the intro a different time. So that's what this is. And without further ado, we're going to jump straight into it. I know that this is a comedy podcast, and that is how I market it. But sometimes I have rants that go for 40 minutes, and they're not hilarious, but they are what I'm thinking, which is what this podcast is. Me picking my own brain. So if you don't want to listen to that, then turn it off, I guess. But if you do, then keep listening. So enjoy. So we're going to talk about capitalism. I think fuck Valentine's Day because it's commodifying love. And I don't know, man. I think people are sold an idea of love that they imprint onto people, and they don't, and or at least this is my experience. I feel like looking back, I don't know. I fall in love with love and not, I fall in love with the drug of love and not the person themselves. And that's a serious problem. It hurts relationships. It's like, I'm at a point in my life where I feel like it's irresponsible of me to date people because in the past relationships honestly fucking ruined me, dude. I have OCD. And no amount of I'm not gonna drug myself until I stop worrying about things. I'm actively trying to introduce the lack of medicine into my life. I'm trying to wean off it, and as I'm doing it, I'm realizing my doubts are coming back. They're coming back, and I'm recognizing just, I don't know. So relationships, relationship OCD, just having all these doubts and they don't go away. It's like, oh, if I don't know if this is the right person. I don't know if this is the right what am I supposed to do? Find someone that I feel butterflies for? Like, love isn't, yeah, that's the drug. That's the drug that I'm missing. And then when that stops working and their personal lives get in the way, I just stop it altogether. It's really fucked up. And I'm blaming it on capitalism, baby. So yeah, fuck Valentine's Day and fuck love. Fuck love. I don't give a shit. I don't know, man. Next relationship I get into, I just really need to check myself. I need to be more conscious of of why I'm doing things. Because it's a trick. It's a trick. You don't realize that you've been sold a lie. You're like, oh, this is, alright. Fuck it, let's do this relationship thing. And then I rush into things. That's also a problem. I mean, that's basically the whole problem in a nutshell. I rush into things because I'm like, well, all right, let's exclusively talk, and then we'll meet each other as we're dating, pretty much. And that's a terrible idea. because it makes the gravity of leaving this situation a lot bigger. So I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I do that. Maybe it's for sex. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I confuse love and lust. And it hurts people. You know, I could sit here and be like, no, she was just crazy, dude. She was just crazy. Or I could have those self-doubts, you know. I don't know if I'm probably making it more extreme than it has to be, but this is my self-analysis. That's all this really is my self-analysis. Yeah. So, in conclusion, fuck capitalism. Fuck capitalism. I don't support capitalism or communism. I don't think either one is correct. I think humans as a society will keep on going back and forth over and over until the end of time. And either one, we're like, oh, capitalism is great. We don't want to do communism again. We do this capitalism thing, and then, oops, the wealth inequality is too much. And then, whoa, people overthrow the government, and then they go vote new people in, and then they become fucking communist, and then people lose their freedoms, people lose their self of entitlement and like identity, because everyone gets paid the same. Everyone has, you gotta do this, and you are just a robot to the fucking machine. So that's bad. And then they overthrow the government and we go back to cap. It's gonna keep going. It's just gonna keep going. I don't believe in either of them. They're both bad. But they're the two like, no, maybe there is a utopia out there, I don't know, but these are the two systems that we have, and either way, I don't know, people kind of end up hating it. So there's good things and bad things to keeping a society organized. And by the way, people who think we aren't already in a fascist state, you're fucking wrong. Okay? Try to start your revolution. We will kick you to the fucking ground and kill you. We will. You gonna manipulate the stock market like we're doing? You're beating us at our. Shut it down. Shut it down. You're gonna manipulate the stock market like we do? At the press of a fucking button, they just change the rules. This is not, it doesn't, either way, it has. So, yeah, your freedom is what they allow you to be your freedom. Everything, they get you to argue about everything. Remember over the summer when we witnessed a public execution by a law enforcement officer? And we made it political. If people, okay, so here's the funny thing is, when you get two people in a room and have them talk, they will probably come to an agreement about what should happen. But we create these slogans, all cops are bastards, which, if you're talking to a Republican, they are pro-cop, and it just sets up the conversation into these two sides. So what I'm saying is, instead of, here's the breakdown of all cops are bastards, which is terrible. It's a terrible slogan, and I'll tell you why. The definition of bastard, sure, you believe that cops are bastards to a system that has failed the people. They're enforcing bogus laws. That's what you believe. That's what that phrase means. But You don't know that from just looking at it. And it makes it political. It makes pro-cop, right-wing people look at your movement, which essentially is that you don't want police to... You get caught up in the title. You get caught up in the title. We don't want police to deal with mental health issues, and yet they do. That's the problem. That was the problem. We need more specialized people. And that's the agreement that people will come to if they talk about it, but we make it into this different thing. We make it into all cops are bastards, the laws are the fucking... But when you talk about, okay, so defund the police, what will you fund? More special... So you want to call it something else? Sorry, the police... That's the word. That's the word we use. We're not changing the name. So it just becomes this different conversation, and it works. People are they're arguing over terminology. They success. You get any hint of a revolution, it's over. They will delegitimize you. They will fucking obliterate you. That's what we saw over the summer. And that's what we saw with the stock market. I am not comparing the two, but it is two examples. That's what we saw with the fucking Capitol riot. Well, not really. They kind of used, yeah, not really. That one's just stupid. People think that people start to think that their individual freedoms overwrite actual written laws, that you cannot do this. You are not free to do this. And then they say things like, if the government ever takes control, what? What? The government tries to tell me what I can and can't do. That's why I got my gun. What? Am I crazy? This is the stupidest shit ever. And we will continue to fight, because that is how we have designed our economy. The whole business of advertising is just to prey on your like mental, and then you figure out and that's just it's fucking bullshit. And I'm not saying like, look, obviously we have to have rules in a society, but to think that you're gonna no. This is a global superpower. I don't care, like, they don't give a fuck. They really don't care about the actual country itself. They just care about the money that they make from it. Okay? Sorry to burst the bubble. It's fucking bullshit. All of it is bullshit. All of it. It's a country of two cults is what it is. And this is the frustration I've been feeling recently, because people I was a Democrat, and I was going, and this is what it felt like, okay, this is what the paths did, right? It went, oh, and I'm out. What are we talking about? All of this is, and at the end of the day, the worst part is, at the end of the day, you can throw around your ideas as much as you want. Yeah, I love free market economy, but yeah, I think I should be able to have an abortion if I needed to. No, I don't think that guns should be banned. Like, I'm mixed. I'm a little wavy baby. I don't give a fuck. Cause I write the rules, bitch. I'm not a party. By the way, I'm not referring to AR-15s. They need to automatic weapons, the killing machines, they gotta go. Point is, we make sacrifices to live in a society where everyone is comfortable. And we just start from scratch. It's a circle. We started with absolute capitalism. You literally could own people. And then we decided, we keep on deciding more and more rules and more rules. And it's over, and it's not there yet, but it's gotta get there. And it'll become very, very Democrat. And then some shit will happen. I don't know, man. And the only person to be hurt by it is you. The only person who will ever feel the impacts of these decisions, these life-changing decisions that are keeping you in your house. They are going to do these things. The billionaires aren't going to feel those effects. They're rules for you. But the thing is, they're convincing you that it's getting better when really all it is it's just getting more, like, you're just getting less. I don't know. I hear some crazy conspiracies about, you probably sound like a fucking crazy, I just put on my tinfoil hat now, boy. I probably sound like I'm going crazy, but all I'm trying to say is these people don't care about you. All right? They will suck this planet dry until we're out. Until we've killed ourselves. That's what's going to happen. And in the meantime, you're not going to steer the ship. You will not fix this. You can do your metal straw all you want. There's other ways turtles die. So you stop straws. Okay, that's just straws. How much of the percentage of plastic in the ocean is straws? There's a lot of other things that are plastic. And guess what? They still make them. They're gonna keep making them because people keep buying them. That's how that works. So your protest is not, unless it gets big enough that no one buys it, and then they just have to, then they stop. And then you sit there and you say, oh, I care about the environment. I care about ethics. Ethics? Huh? Oh, you'll get a right. You'll get a cruelty-free egg. Uh-huh. You'll get a cage-free egg. You'll get a guilt-free, cruelty-free, doubt-free. No, don't worry. Eat it. This one is safe. This one is safe. You'll get one of those, but you'll buy an iPhone made by a slave, dude. You're such a hypocrite. We all are. And once you need to drop that attitude, dude. You saying, I care about the environment. I care about the environment. No, you don't. Okay? You are just as much of a cog in the machine. We are already in the dystopia. You know that? It's true. Here we are. Look around. It's bullshit. So what are you gonna do? Sit there and say nothing? No. Anyway, I've been So I've been I don't know. Maybe I am going crazy. Or maybe I'm just fucking right. See, like, I say all this because this is all the negative shit that this is why it doesn't matter. Because when you think such big scale like that, huge scale, and you are just one little Buddha, you're just one little baby boy, and you think about this huge trillions and trillions of dollars we own the world. Yeah, we're the wealthiest country. And guess what? You're not gonna change shit. So start running around in your little world. Stop thinking so like it's the end of the world. It already ended in 2012. I'm serious. So what I'm trying to say is parties don't matter. Stop arguing. It's really simple when you think about it. 50% of people think one way. I happen to be in the 50% of people that doesn't think that way. In fact, I think the absolute opposite of that is true. Okay, half of everyone thinks the other way. And they're all wrong? You're dumb. You're just dumb. Open your eyes. Fucking look around and realize that it's a cult. Both of them. Okay? And it makes you... And guess what it does? It just fuels hate in your entire life. It makes you look at it makes you judge people from like looking at him. He's like, he looks like he fucking voted for Trump. It's like, what? Ari, so that's people. I don't know. And so what if he did? That's who he thinks is better. I don't hate him for that. I don't. Oh, I'm on the right side of history. I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, well, you're kind of just... The right side of history is just to continue going in that circle. So I guess in that case, yeah, you're right. Because that's my prediction, ultimately, is that we're just going to keep on going in this circle of cults, politics, and we'll slowly lose more and more of our freedom, and we won't even realize it. This, the cream rising to the top, the dust settling in the whole forming a country thing, it's settled. It's fascism. It's already here. It's the people at the top own you. And that's the price you pay to live in a society that you don't just die. Okay, alright, bye. Forget society, okay? Go live. No money, can't buy anything. You gotta hunt. Life is suddenly very difficult. So, we can sit here and think about our meaningless tasks all day, but we can also realize that, well, that's the alternative. And so we'll just keep on sucking the little titty of whoever employs us. We'll just be until we die. Because if we go out, if we go and fend for ourselves, that would be hard. I don't feel like it. I like video games. This is our society. There's a reason why people call it off the grid. I mean, like, I don't understand. Neither of them are ideal, but you don't, I mean, sometimes it is life or death. Again, maybe I'm stupid, but this is all that my life has ever been, so I'm very content with my head, I guess. Maybe I'll think something different in 10 years, who knows? I am ever evolving. I will allow my mental to shift and forms. They will continue to shift. And I will believe whatever the fuck makes sense at the time. Because, I don't know. I'm not proud to have voted for someone who will continue the war in Afghanistan. That's great. It's a sacrifice you gotta make. Like, do Democrats even have a rebuttal for that? It's like, first off, the powers that be are not gonna end these wars, okay? Billionaires make money on this shit, okay? This is how it gets done. These wars ain't going anywhere. But at least Trump was trying to say get him out, right? But then you're like, well, do we even want him out? You look at what would happen if we pulled out, and then it would just be overrun by the fucking Al-Qaeda or whatever the fucking gang is. So the damage is already done. We just came in and just pillaged this country. And we do it all the time. All the countries do it all the time. That's what it means to be a global superpower. And that's why it's fucked up, but it's just like, well, goddamn, thank God I live here and not there. These are people, just like you and me. So yeah, so keep living your American dream. Keep like, and be upset that you don't have enough money when there are people who starve to death. All the comparisons go out the window. They really do. Homeless people, like, they're alive. They're not dead. It's not ideal, but I'm saying it's as easy as it's ever been to have a life. So what? This is the sacrifice. This is the price you pay. Yeah, you can work your ass off in your free time, just saying the words or whatever, and then maybe that'll become something one day. I don't know. What are you gonna do? You're gonna get higher up in the ladder, and then you can afford a big apartment. All right, that's your goal. I'll just keep sitting here and thinking about the world forever. I want to live in a van. I want to do that whole van life bullshit. I want to shower at the gym. I want to I don't know. I'll push carts my whole life. I don't care. Whatever gets me enough money. Because I understand that, like, literally, I bet, I don't know, how expensive is a van? Like, I bet you wouldn't have to work that much. And it could just be a part-time job, and you don't have to do 12-hour days. I watched this fucking documentary about homeless people who collect bottles. I think it was called Carts of Darkness. And it was just examining these people's lives. Like, they don't seem sad. In fact, a lot of them have a lot more wisdom in order to know that money is a fucking useless pursuit. So all I'm gonna do for now, until I have a change of heart or something really changes me, for now, what I'm gonna do is that. I'm gonna work enough, and then I'm gonna just do video, photo, podcast, music, I have a guitar, I got enough. I can go to the gym, I go to work. That's my life, that's the life. It's and also like someone's got to do it, you know? I could sit here and be like, "Oh, I'm the one pushing the carts." Well, yeah. Okay. Someone's over there making a song. And guess what? Nothing's stopping you from pursuing that on your free time. So why did I go to college when all I needed to do was learn how to be consistent? That's all it was. People make a living on the internet. If I can just do a variety of different things often enough, then that can be my life. And that's not a waste of a life. It's an artist. I'm an artist. I'm just a crazy artist. I wanna just minimalism. I don't know. Minimalism is my religion. That's the truth of it. Minimalism is my religion. So fuck it, I guess, is what I'm saying. I've had a lot of, shit, dude. I don't want to keep on saying my story again, but I feel like it's important context to just sort of how my life has been the past year and a half. So my friend died in July, and I basically lost the rest of my friend group the months after it, going into the winter. And then come March, Corona happened, and that's how life has been ever since. But I feel like I'm on an upturn. I've met some friends. I have friends again. This time though, I don't want to make my content a product of them. I'm not fucking David Dobrik, okay? My friend group is not a product. I want to have real relationships with people, and the fact that my friendship kind of just like hinged on like us going and doing like videos and filming, it's just like not sustainable. And and it wasn't. For one reason or another. And so then Corona happened. So I just spent like a year and I was also I'm weaning off my antidepressants, which I feel like I have said multiple times these past few episodes. I'll keep reminding you. Fuck it. I'm getting off my antidepressants. So basically what I'm trying to say is this past year and a half, I've just been alone. And you have a lot of time to think, and you have you have revelations. You realize that all you really have at the end of the day is yourself. You realize that everything in life is just to try to fill a void, and you're gonna fill it with something good. That's such a bad way to say it. I don't know. I gotta get back to being silly. I've said these, but there's also so political, right? I said it's a circle, and so is comedy, and like dead honesty. You know, just like they're very close together, those two things. It's like yin and yang. They're married. All the bad things have all the worst things associated with them, and like finding the humor in life, it relies on, like, for a lot of people, it relies on some kind of dark, like, under, like, something like addiction or just depression, or like a lot of, I'm not saying I'm a comedian because I barely say anything funny anymore, but I believe that I am funny and I can be funny, and so I like to be funny. Anyway, and it does hinge, or it does, there is a darkness underneath it. And why did I say that? So it's a circle. All the best part, they're one and the same. Everything is everything. Essentially what I'm doing is going to therapy here with this. I'm just putting it all out. I'm just putting it all out there. I sit here and I just read my thoughts. I just say what I'm saying. There's no lies. None of this is bullshit. We get fed too many lies. I'm not interested in lies. I'm selling the truth. That's what my product is, the truth. And the truth is, what the only thing that I can be absolutely positively sure is what I'm thinking. So I'll tell you that, cause that shit's true. It's what I'm thinking. I mean, so here's something that I'll tell you, since that you're in it, you're here, you're listening. I'll tell you one thing. When I was a kid, I used to write I just used to write a lot, and I used to write, I wrote some dark shit. Like, I explored that. If you would go through my things, you realize I was probably 6 and I was writing about torture. There was a scene in this book that I was writing. There was a scene where someone was, I just wanted to think about the worst way someone could die. I was like, okay, we'll start by taking floss and just ripping off your fingernails one by one. And then you take like a cheese grater and you just grate your arm, and then like squeeze lemons into it and rub salt and ice into it. And I was just thinking about all the worst ways someone could die when I was like 6. So I'm just fucked. I don't know what made me this way. But it's honesty. It's truth. It's what I was thinking. I was like, well, let's really go into detail. Hello, it's me, Tyler. Today we're going to write horribly graphic things and just explore our mind. And that's really that's all I've ever been doing, is exploring my mind. And I go a lot of dark places. It will never see, because it's all the same. That is the realization. That's the realization. All the good things and all the bad things are both the same. I don't even remember what I was talking about. All I know is that everything's the same. Everything is everything. And that's what helps me sleep at night. You can have your things. This is just this is how this one turned out. This human that I am. It makes a lot of worry go away. It makes a lot of worry go away when you realize that that money is part of society, and society is what gives you such a good life. So yeah, you can have a better life if you get more money, but you don't need much to become happy. You're not gonna acquire one thing that will take you, a sad boy, and make you happy. You will return to your baseline, always. Always you'll return to your baseline. That's why, and that's the psychology. That's the psychology behind billionaires who just take and take and take and take. That's all they know how to do. They don't know they don't know what else. There's nothing else. That's their life's purpose, is to just get enough money. I don't know, keep getting more. Fuck it. It's an addiction. You don't even want to be those people. Why do you want to be those people? Do you don't? Do you? I don't. So just fucking chill out. Run around in the little maze they created. That's society. And like, you're not gonna have less of a society if you change the rules. It's gonna get worse. Yeah. Alright, I guess that's about it. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you enjoyed, please feel free to share it with someone who you think might also enjoy. And I will see you guys next time.